do my thesis, mosque. They refused.
Oh, who refused?
They refused my team.
In Manchester.
Why? For what reason?
Then of course I insisted.
For what reason they rejected?
Then 2 weeks later on, when I built up a rapport, dia kata, mana pasal mau buat mosque?
It's difficult for them to
So I said, the way sir, can I suggest something? I write you a thesis.
Yeah, we learn together.
I write you a composition why mosque is very important and so forth from Islamic point of view. That's what I did. So, okay, in 3 weeks time, no, so I need 3 months.
For the whole thesis, for 3 months. This final year of your thesis?
Final year, 3 months. From there, you know, that is just to acquaint me. Also, I did not know anything about mosque before that, but just it occurred to me, better to a mosque. A bit funny, I was trying to also be funny with them. Tapi then, it was a bit difficult.
But one thing, surprised at that particular time, it was 1960s or 1959. The thesis Dato wrote was on the typology or
but on the real design, mosque design.
Real design.
Specific mosque is a general
it's a general mosque. I mean, katalah when there's a community more than 100 family, kan, actually they want a mosque. So that's how we started. So the architecture is very simple. So in other words, my architecture also not I didn't use any dome.
That was something surprising because nobody at that particular time would imagine a mosque without a dome.
Even in your thesis,
I did not have any dome.
Really modern.
Modern. The reason is I said I go back to the original Mecca, Madinah. There's no dome.
Yeah, the green dome wasn't there. The original Mecca, the Madinah punya Mecca atau
Madinah.
There was no
Mecca tak ada.
Yalah, Mecca Kaabah tu dia.
Kaabah tu lah, tapi the Kaabah now become the beginning. That's what Masjid Negara punya plan is square. All my mosques are square. So that how you cover it, that is depend on the craftsman.
Yeah.
What can they do? Kata okay, this is my hall. So then he said, question, how are we going to roof it up? Oh, up to you. You are the craftsman. I macam-macam, it was surprising.
What was it, the influence at that particular time, the Corbusier, Miss Vendero, because it was during the modernist period.
Tidak, it's not that. I just want to be
different.
What shall I say, conservative. My approach is very conservative. I said, how do Nabi Muhammad build the mosque? Of course, square. Tapi Kaabah tu ada di Mekah. Tapi he was chased out from Mekah and go to Madinah. So still the square is there.
Because it was before, it predates before Islam, the Kaabah.
The Kaabah dated Ibrahim's time.
Nabi Ibrahim's time.
Tapi Islam was already there. Nabi Allah Ibrahim was
Tapi one thing I think we all are amazed at that particular time Dato can convince Tunazak masa tu more so radical because they were expecting the onion shape, Mughal style, anything with a dome. To come up with something that is just plain mosque macam tu, without any, you can say without any embellishment.
That is the basis. I approach it from the basis, from basic requirement. And then of course, then you say what are the technology you have that influence kan. So of course onion shaped dome is not Islamic already. Wasn't Islamic, it was Mughal
style, Indian lah.
Northern
Indian, and brought in by the British.
And British, macam railway station. And the secretariat. Jadi, but Masjid Negara ni from my way of assessment, in fact, to do that particular mosque is quite difficult. Depend what other the media you use. Only treated concrete can do that type. But it is in fact safer or grander from the normal Malays to have a dome. But somehow rather Masjid Negara, all the masjid after that, when the moment it become bigger, kalau you nak buat begitu punya dome kita ni, kalau made of zinc, kan? Kalau zinc tu senang, you can use timber, timber frame. Normally it is bigger, you cannot. You can use timber anymore. So then concrete. Sekarang kepala lah macam mana nak buat.
But now with the new technology of with the metal roof and all that, that you could do
big span,
long span or any span.
Any span.
Tapi people still
they do away with it.
They still return to the
conventional dome.
The conventional dome, even the Iraqian dome or the Persian dome or the Ottoman dome, or it is more of easy way up.
nak cover dan lain-lain, tapi the design is so different. The idea macam payung dengan tutup, payung. So it's
I think when you are working in a group, I must say that we talk about it.
tapi it's so
Brainstorming this kind of
Brainstorming lah. Jadi
so out of the box.
three of us, Shah and myself and Ashley. Ashley ni kaki apa ni? Dia bukan kaki temerang, dia kaki goreng. Dia goreng. Kamu dia. So either we refuse to accept it, I want to find a solution. So it is the first thing that we are want to do is coconut tree. So coconut tree, how to translate the look of coconut tree? Translate coconut tree in concrete. So dia mesti ada batang. Lepas tu as a group, that is the
Finally we are doing one more. After we are 50 years old, almost 50 years old, Dato was 30. So our inspiration actually started from Masjid Negara, but Masjid Negara, if you look at now, it's 50 years when it started work in the 60s. Now it's 50 years. It finished the year I was born, 65. So I go to remember that it was in 2 years time it will be 50 when it's open and completed. So we was inspired kat Sapajaya, as about 8,000 punya mosque.
Kalau ada dome, memang is more minaret. You tengok mana-mana di masjid, especially in apa ni? In Turkey kan. Dia punya filosofi is that when you have a ball, you consider the ball, you chop it off, put the ball lah kan. So, and the ball being blown by the wind. Kalau misalnya ada 4 minaret, stable. And that is the philosophy.
So this is the proposed minaret, the glass, and on top of that you have because of
You still have what this.
that one is to allow light as well, and all this are sun shading to prevent sunlight. You have to. This is going to be the first green mosque, so we like to assume lah. So
What do you mean by green?
green means sustainable, GBI platinum.
Oh, you are not using any air condition.
Air condition at least for 2 hours on Friday.
Yeah.
That is the design specification. Only from 12 to 2 during Friday prayers when the mosque is at its maximum. That we're going to use design in such a way that the third story will be for expansion. So at third story tu, and then sebelah tu ada dewan. we did all the studies for sun studies. Sekarang now the thing is to have the green. I mean, this is something that we may change in the motives.
Tetapi mosque kita ni financed by Ministry of Finance. Cyberview is our client, tetapi Cyberview is actually a subsidiary of Kementerian Kewangan.
So we thought that the old fan is from the ceiling, and we said that I think we must do something that it is from the ground, not from the ceiling. Because apa? Life is from the ceiling, not from the top. From the top of the ground. Everything will come from
I remember that was the first invention. The helicopter fan in Shah Alam Mosque was the first.
Yeah, it's the first.
I think now Middle East also some mosques are using Middle East. We took some pictures.
So because I still have got this man was working with me, Rahman. He's a convert, and Rahman ni somehow kita punya philosophy out the same. He's a electrical engineer. So I said, now I said, Rahman, you must invent something from the existing. You must improve the fan from the ceiling and make it from the ground. He really worked very hard. So of course you got to the fan, the helicopter fan is when it doesn't work, it will droop. So macam umbrella lah.
Yalah, pakai dekat lah.
Pakai lah. That is the philosophy is that the same. So Rahman, that's a good idea. Therefore, they will try to make it droop at the same time when the moment turn it is. So therefore, that you know that it is in the wind. It produce wind. Yang helikopter, yang fan tu, kalau you buat dia begitu, it doesn't work.
Yes.
Until they invented the view for go under on the ground floor, the view of this fan, they convert it like that. It doesn't work. It don't have any wind. See? So anyway, that is different. So I think the philosophy of architecture has got to be simple.
So the next generation of mosques, after that now we are looking at, we have done everything. I think all the stars in the whole world yang ada masjid kita dah buat in the country. It's about time. I think Malaysia should not say reinvent, reintroduce or recreate a language that could be more universal, more acceptable.
The collection of mosques memang you don't really repeat lah, semua lain-lain. So I thought it's so wonderful. Tak ada yang spiral architect dia dah buat masjid, the next masjid is going to do about the same as that. Yours is brand different lah, brand new idea. Or maybe slightly Kuantan yang lama yang dome. Actually your dome is very interesting. Dia half dome, half betul-betul but it's quite modern lah. Dia bukan macam
onion dome
bukan macam tu ke tak. Dia betul-betul bola kat sebelah letak kan, and then another one, and then one minaret. Cantik.
Simple lah.
It's pure.
No, very pure.
Simple and pure.
I thought so. Tapi lah macam dia cakap tu, macam dia tu boleh convince for them to accept the very futuristic the mosque is a bit different. I think if you want to compare overseas tu tak.
Even now we have difficulty to tell the client not to do certain things in the
Tapi
mosque.
macam you manage to convince the PM ke DPM or Temazak was back here.
I think inside
Malay College punya connection.
correct.
Dato Ar pun boleh Malay juga kan.
Temazak is very open-minded one. They accept new ideas.
So when I produced the model, Hisham after 1 year together, they went to overseas. See, that's what I said to Nazar. People ask to Nazar, who is really the designer Masjid Negara? Baharudin. See, I mean, I don't mind working as a group, but he is the man behind it. So I don't have to say anything.
Yalah.
See? So, but Hisham was there is good for me because he likes to. He is a sportsman. He likes to play squash, you know. He plays squash and then expect the ball coming back to me. I got to think about it. That is the value that I had from him. His contribution. Dia buat begitu, apa nak wonder apa betul. Got to think about it. See, that's how Masjid Negara was created.
Memang
This is from the
box
book.
idea.
That's right.
It was produced in 65. And there was nice picture of Dato Martin. Pen banyak.
Taking picture with the contractor.
It had
Macam repaint bukan? Ada. There's one picture with repaint.
When I said about the coconut tree, it's this one.
Oh, I see. That's how the thing becomes simplified like that.
When you live under the coconut tree,
Yeah.
you see the pond.
Oh, yang macam tu kan?
All like that.
Oh, ya.
All that. I kata, tengok coconut tree. Nak katakan you're fed up, tidak. Tapi you can see the ray of the sun go to
Yes,
the
yes.
That I said is beautiful. That I must do something in the masjid. Itulah dia. These are coconut trees. That is whisk lah. Tengok tu the kind of impression. Dia berambak.
One thing I also want to ask, because this is also what Sultan Benda cakap, yang mimbar is never in the center, it's always at the side of center.
Tempat baca
Itu
khutbah.
memang selalu macam tu ke atau it was?
It's always on the left.
Was it the guidelines ke atau people always it's not in the center?
If we put it in the center, is it a no-no in Islam, or is just usually orang put it?
Johor putih di center.
Johor
Di Negara. Di Mentar. Center. Therefore, dia sembahyang bawah merah, bawah merah. So, I don't like it.
So it becomes not so much like a balcony lah, but it's a structure where imam tu duduk atas lah, kan? Macam balcony lah sikit, but it's not really. Pergi.
But another way of doing it, rather than putting it in the center or below or at above the merah, is to you disappear and then you appear.
In and out. Yes.
And that is another. The people normally when you semayang, you tidur most of the time. You waiting. Sekali orang azan lepas tu imam pula Assalamualaikum.
Something like appear there.
You are looking for the sound. Then that makes you awake. And then that is psychologically
And make you also concentrate on it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
We really appreciate it.
This is for you, yes, for you Dato. Just kalau ada tak over pictures of the mosque nanti if you want, because I'm actually starting for the book. Part of the book will be some of the mosque that is kebanyakan mosque Dato buat, tidak research.